Hi all, this is Mord welcoming you back to Sky Factory 4 Episode 5. This episode we're going to be going into the Nether and gathering some resources and coming back and working on some power automation and possibly getting into our ME system, if time allows. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, we ask that you do that. It'll help you follow along, it's free, and it lets us know you're watching. But without further ado, let's get into things. And actually, I had started recording a Nether portion, and I actually did my trip to the Nether, but the audio quality was terrible, so I'm just going to cut through to the highlights of that. It was a little interesting. We had a few deaths in there, and a couple mistakes that caused it to be a little more interesting than I thought it would. But I'll cut to that now. Come this way to go towards it. And hopefully... Alright, we got a little safety bridge built here. As you can see, it goes all the way back over there. It's hard to even see the platform. You can just barely see it when I jump. And we're going to cut up through our netherrack here. Oh boy. What's that? Where'd he go? Is there a spawner here? I missed. Oh man, we got a lot of blazes. There's one good hit. Oh boy. On fire. Okay, I got put out. That's cool. Alright, give him a second. Where'd he go? Man, it's hard to see. Skeleton. Not good. Found my grave. Got everything back. Alright. I did get a blaze rod. That's cool. Nether Fortress is this way. Let's keep going. Watch out for the... Well, they're all over, though. Like, there's tons of blazes. Blazes shooting at me here. Oh! Lava! Oh, right there! Ah. Come on! Put me out! Heal up! No! Ah! Wow. I made it to the fortress. Look at that. There it is. Oh, that was dumb. I even said, at least there's no lava. What did I do? I ran into the lava. That's what happens. Alright, so lesson for the day, don't be dumb. Okay, now, we made the Nether Fortress. Now let's take a look back at our island from here. And I don't see it. It should be back that way, right? Because I came up over there. So maybe what we do is let's go in here. We'll go up. Oh, cool. Found a chest. Plenty of nether wart. Rod of elevation. Teleport yourself and target into the nearest surface above. That's kind of cool. Alright. Sweet. Okay, so we do have nether wart. That's good. I have a blaze rod. It's also good. Let's have a look around. Oh, I see blazes. Is there a spawner there? There is nether wart there. Right. Oh boy. Take another blaze rod. I didn't. Shooting at me. We bust through here. Is that another chest? I'll take a look. Golden chest plate, Enderwing Prime. Personal, interesting. Oh, there's some cool stuff in these chests. I'm gonna go ahead and explore this a little more. almost up top. Okay, we'll take that blaze out. Oh, wither. Wither bones or just plain bones? Plain bones. Okay. No more dust either. Alright. Where are you? Go back. Attack. Alright. Get that timing again. There's another blaze rod. That's nice. Oh, here we go. Emerald apple. Unlock blocked villager trades with red X and cure zombie. Interesting. Another rod of elevation. That's not very useful. I have one already. I should try that though. I'm just afraid it's gonna like teleport me somewhere weird. Then I'm gonna lose my stuff. Oh, blaze spawner. Nice. I'm gonna keep that. Just in case I need it. Gotta way back to the blaze spawner. Okay, anybody else mad? Looks like it. Alright, here we go. Any more? Okay, I think that I can disable this with torches. I don't really know. Like, it's always one of those things that I think it works, but I'm always afraid it doesn't because they're blazes and they're, like, made of light, so why would they care about light? But that's alright. So now I'm going to make a little bridge over here. Oh boy, that's a long ways down. Ooh, okay. One of the things that can knock me off here up there. Oh, cool. Another spawner. Blaze. Don't see any. Here's one. Got him. Oh. What do we have here? Alright, I'm going to put a bunch of torches right here so I can tell where it is. And then I'm going to make a safety bridge across those so I can see it. You know what, I'm also going to mark this with cobblestone. Just so I know this is where the entrance is. Right? And then I'm just going to go across here. Oh. They're mad, they're mad. Okay, cool. That's alright. No problem. The only problem is my stuff's getting low. And I'm also getting full on things I don't really need. Here, let me put some more torches together. That's good. Anything else that I can just dump? I don't really need these. Oh, that's kind of cool. Let's try that out. See if I can. Where are you, Blades? Okay, come on. Here we go. What was the? Oh, I just did the teleport thing. Where did I go? Okay. Where did I go? That's pretty amazing. Okay, except for how do I get back now? Oh boy. Alright, let's see. I teleported like way up. Let's take a look. Alright, so that's one of the spots I died. I do not see... Oh, my stuff is like way down there. Okay. How do I get out? Where is he? There he is. Alright. Thunder orb. Oh I'll hit it back at you. No problem. Bring it here. Ah, come on. Well, I don't have to worry about how I get back. Alright. Here we go. Alright, today's lesson of the day is don't be dumb like Mord, and actually bring some way to repair or craft. Because I brought my sticks, but I didn't bring any wood. So I just had to, first of all, I was using my thunder rod. You saw it. This thing took me way up on the roof, so I'm having to get my way down. I don't have a jetpack, and I don't have a great way to do like any tools. So I'm having to like punch my way through here, and I'm not going to show you that because it's really, really boring. But I'm about to take a leap of faith down onto some glowstone and hope it doesn't kill me. So we're going to do that. Here we go. And say, hope. Come on. Oh, all right, good. We're here. And that'll allow me to bridge over. And I can also get my glowstone. So I need to get rid of something. Oh no. Oh no. 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 You hear the ghast. I hear the ghast. Everybody hears the ghast. Okay. All right. All right. We have got to get down to that layer and make our way back to the base. We're going to get some glowstone, so we at least have it. And here, okay, where is that ghast? But our death spot is over there, right? So I'm going to make my way back over there. I'm not going to show that to you. I'll basically get down here, hopefully without too much trouble, and make my way back over to the base. I think we're pretty close to being able to jump, so that's good. And we'll make our way down there. So I'll see you when we get back over to the cake. Come on. How many more cobble do I have left? 8. Got plenty of netherrack though, so that's fine. Here we go. Here we go, here we go. Coming through. Okay, I made it. Alright, here we go. Like a bounty hunter shooting at me or something. Of course I do. Alright, good. Soul sand. We're going to keep going down. I'm never going back up there again. Thank goodness. We made it down to our level. And here we go. Alright, let's get back to base. Oh, that was a little more rough than I expected it to be. But we are back. And I think we got most of the resources we were going after. And a few deaths to go with it. So that's good. We're on our way back now. I don't know. Like I said, a little more rough than I expected. But here we are. Hopefully we don't get back and have to bring something else or come back in for something, because I'd like to get a jetpack before I come back. We'll make sure we bring a crafting table. We've learned our lesson. Okay, we're back, and I think now to get to the geothermal generator, we're going to have to take a look at the recipe and notice that we do need magma blocks, which is the whole reason we went to the nether in the first place, right? So if we look at the magma block, it requires 4 magma creams apiece. We did get 4 blaze rods, which will give us enough to make these, but we also need slime. So we're going to start working towards a slime sapling. If we look at our progression book, our slime sapling and we also need slimy dirt for progression. So we're going to end up making both, because in order to grow the slime saplings, let's do blue slime sapling. It requires slimy dirt anyways. So we're going to make green slimy dirt to start, and green slimy dirt requires cactus to make, right? So we take cactus, we put it in milk, and a full thing of milk, and we get green slimy dirt from it. In order to make cactus, we have to take... The only place we can either get it is we can get it from Nature Essence, or we can get it from the market. So let's go ahead and make a market and use the 8 vines, you'll notice that I started growing vines over here. We already did vines in a previous episode. It's drying a jungle sapling on the drying rack. So let's go ahead and look at the market recipe. I think it's pretty easy now that we have red wool, or we have red and we have wool. So we need red wool, we need wood, and we need wood planks. It's very simple. So let's get our red wool. We have wood. Let's go ahead and get our wood planks too, and let's make the market. We also have our vines together. Let's set the market here. Oh, here it comes. I knew it. I heard the sound. There he is. That's pretty cool. All right, Lester. Let's take a look. Let's put some vines in here. Do I have to take 8? I don't even know how this works. Let's take 8 here. And let's look at cactus. 8 vines. And we got a cactus. Cool. And I already made a spot to grow it. So we're going to set our cactus here. We're going to let this grow a little bit, and then we're going to come back and we're going to make our green slimy mud. Let's take a look at the blue slime sapling and see what we need for that. The actual sapling, let's look at the recipe, is, oh, it's just lapis in milk. So that's pretty easy. So we already have milk set up over here from our cows. Let's get a lapis sapling. There we go. It took the entire thing of milk to do that, but that is okay. And once we get our green slimy dirt, we'll set up an area here and get it ready and come back and plant our blue slime sapling so we can have our slime balls, and then we'll start working towards our power setup. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and we're going to really briefly just make our slime saplings, and then we're going to have to wait again for it to grow. So let's grab our cactus here, and we're going to take that, put it in milk. There's some slime, and I've actually got another piece of milk, or another bucket of milk, hidden over here. And we've got 2 green slimy dirts, and I've got 2 hoppers set up here, or hopping bonsai pots set up here. And then we take our slime saplings, and we grow them on that. They should grow and give us slime balls. So we're going to be waiting. We'll get our blaze rods, convert those to blaze powder, because we're going to need to get 8 magma creams. And then once we get 8 slimes in here, we'll be back and we'll get started on the geothermal generator. So we'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and one of the things we're getting from these are these congealed slime blocks, and those give us a ton of slime. So let's make some of those. We just take those, we put them in our crafting, and we got 16 slime balls. And then we can take those, combine them with blaze powder, and get magma cream, which we have 8 of those. Now, one of the cool things about magma cream is once we get power, we can use a mechanical drying basin to reverse engineer. And let's go into the uses for that. And we can use lava and turn that into a magma block. And then a magma block can be turned directly into magma cream if we squeeze it, right? So we'll get a mechanical squeezer and a mechanical drying basin after we get power going. But for now, let's start looking at the geothermal generator. We have what we need. So we're going to get... these are stone, cauldron, furnace, block of redstone, and magma block. So let's go ahead and create these. We've got 2 magma blocks. And let's get our 4 smooth stones, which we should have in one of our chests here. I would say it's probably this one. Oh, you know what? I think we put it over in one of these. Yep, smooth stones here. We need blocks of redstone. We're going to need a bunch of those anyways. We've got that. We need a furnace, which is no problem. And a cauldron, which takes iron. This is a vanilla cauldron. We'll make a few of them because we're going to need a bunch of them to make these. And I think that's everything. Let's go ahead and make one. So we should be able to go ahead and fill that with lava. Let's move it out one more. And then we'll get a fluid extraction cable again. You know what, actually for now I'm just going to take this one off, and I'll create more of them off camera. But just to get the idea of how this is going to work, we'll put it in here. That will generate some power. And then one thing we're going to need, let's take a look at energy extraction. It's redstone, a dropper, and a weighted pressure plate. Pretty easy to make. So let's go ahead and make a weighted pressure plate. Get some redstone. And let's go ahead and make the dropper. I'm going to go over here, do that. One dropper. We'll get that energy extraction cable going. And one of the things we're going to look at for our mechanical drying basin is we need these energy batteries for both the mechanical drying basin and the mechanical squeezer. So we need 4 or 5 of these energy batteries, and they're pretty easy to make. We need a block of redstone and then a bunch of mineral for it, right? So we have quite a bit of mineral saved up from our saplings. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that, and let's go get a little more mineral out of here. That should be plenty. Let's go ahead and make some energy batteries. Yep, 7 will do. Oh, wow, they take up a spot apiece. Okay, let's get rid of some of this then. Just for now, we'll make some room. All right, and let's start with the drying basin. So I'm gonna have to get 2 pieces of obsidian, which I know I brought some back with me. An actual drying basin, which is logs, black dye, and iron ingot. I don't think I have any black dye made, but I do have coal, so we're going to come over here. Same as before. Power much at all yet. So drying basin, we have black dye, we have 2 iron. We'll need that, and let's get some logs. And let's make one. Oh man, run out of room. Drop this here for now. Drying basin is done. Mechanical drying basin is done. And we also have an energy battery. So what I want to do is, for now, we'll put the energy battery here. We'll put our energy extraction cable here. That is charging that battery. I don't know if this is actually going to charge by itself or not, but let's go ahead and pick that up and see if it will. Right next to it. Nope, looks like I'm going to have to connect to it with an actual cable, which is okay. And then the other thing we need to do is look at the mechanical squeezer. And that will make it where we can make more of our magma, right? And then we can basically expand this power setup out. So if we can get to that point, I'll make another energy cable. I'll hook that from here to here and make it where we can dry out lava. Actually, if I can go ahead, let me make another energy extraction cable real quick, and I'll be back. Okay, we're back. I gathered a few more things. I went ahead and got the recipe for the squeezer together because I was low on iron. So I need the squeezer into the mechanical squeezer, so we'll create the squeezer. We need that for the mechanical squeezer. It goes right in the middle. We add a couple batteries, obsidian, and diamond, and we get the mechanical squeezer. And I also have my 2 energy extraction cables done here. So what I'll do for now, very temporary solution, is to take these, and I'm going to have to jump over them. I'm actually going to move these and clean them up before the next section, but This should give power to both of these. Let me grab a bucket of lava. I don't know how to do this with the drying basin. Oh, there it went. Okay, that's in. Let's take a look at it. Oh, look, magma block. That's quick. All right, cool. So we can also get magma cream out of that, but for now we're going to be using it. But if we wanted to get magma cream back, we would just take our magma block, put it in here, and we have magma cream, which we can also craft back into a magma block. But this makes it where we can get more of the generators with just the magma cream that we were able to get out of the nether. So I'm going to expand this setup out and create multiple of these and probably end up creating a few more of these clickers and this whole setup, and then I'm going to move it out of my main floor here. It's getting time soon where we're going to be doing some kind of decorating and get something that looks better than just cobblestone and wood. It's time to clean it up a little bit and maybe start turning that into my garden. But first of all, I'm going to expand this out and probably run these, get rid of the tanks, run these directly into the generators, and then run these energy cables off. And then I'll be back once I got that cleanup done. Okay, we're done with the initial setup. You can see that we've got a line of, 8 or 9 generators, and we've got fluid extraction cables taking it out of our cauldrons into the generators, and then an energy cable taking it up to the top, and a couple lava tanks being filled up as well. But it gives us a nice steady source of power. Another thing I found about these energy batteries is we can actually combine them. So the more of them you create, you just keep crafting them. So you throw them in a crafting table with each other and they stack up. So I've actually crafted 15 of them and stacked them all together. And then I have a line running up from downstairs, just filling this battery up over time. But I was looking a little bit at our saplings. And we aren't that far from having all the important ones done. If you look at this, we've done this whole top row of the resource saplings, and we've gotten through most of this row aside from the food ones, which are special. We won't really worry too much about them. We don't have copper done, and we don't have emerald, and we don't have nickel, but they're fairly easy to do. I'm going to go ahead and get the next slime sapling. I've got it set up over there. So if you look at the recipe for or uses on this, and we go to our cauldron, all you have to do is put it in destabilized redstone, and it will make the next level up purple slime. And then we need pyrotheum for the magma slime. So pyrotheum is a little bit challenging. We need to make pyrotheum dust. Sulfur we can get from a grinding wheel, and I'm going to have to go back in and kill a few more blazes, which I'll do off camera unless it gets interesting. But if you look at sulfur, it's just grinding up netherrack with a grindstone or a grinder. And since we have the grindstone, we could do that really quick. So let me get, let's say, 2 pieces, just to show how it's made, and then we'll do the rest of those off camera as well. So we're going to grind this up. So we've got our sulfur dust. We'll have to get the blaze powder and the redstone, but that's how we'll make our pyrotheum. And we'll do that after we get the blaze powder and come back. Let's go ahead and make our next sapling. So we've got 1, we've got 2. Both of our purple slime saplings are here. And we'll drop them right here on the green slimy dirt that we made with cactus and the milk. And I'm going to go ahead and also take a look at copper real fast. So the original copper amber is, let's see, sand, petrified clay, and sand. So if I have sand blocks, I'll get that stuff together too, because I don't have it ready right now, but I will get that ready for copper, and I'll also get what we need for nickel. And we'll get those after we come back. So I'm going to go get some blaze powder, and we'll work on the magma sapling and those couple metals to get us up towards emerald saplings. Alright, before we go to the nether again, I was going to make a couple more things. Well, actually, one weapon that's better than this axe. So I was going to make a shuriken, and in order to do that, I need to make a tool forge. So I've got the recipes lined up. I actually put down a bunch of slabs so we could sort of follow along with recipes a little easier. And I'd have them kind of set up to save some time. I'm going to use these reinforced modifiers after we get these things writable, but there's a couple more things I have to get before I can do that. So I am going to go ahead and make seared bricks. We did talk about this, but never made them. We're going to use this for the smeltery as well, for the smeltery walls. But for now, we're going to use it for the tool forge, which I have set up here with blocks of iron and a tool station. We've seen all those, and that will be our tool forge. And I'll make it a slab for now, and let's go ahead and set that down. And I'll move that around, but that's fine for now. You can see we have a shuriken recipe down here. It takes 4 knife blades, and the best metal I can make right now is still probably steel. So I'm going to make 4 steel knife blades the same way we did before, and we'll cut to the end. But there's 1. We'll do 3 more, and there's the 4th one. And we'll go over to our tool forge, bring up the shuriken recipe, and it's a steel shuriken. Pretty good. The ammo is pretty low, but our goal is going to be 5 modifiers. I don't know for sure if we can do it. But let's go ahead and make our modifiers. 5 reinforcements. What I'm hoping for is that we'll be able to do 3, and then I'll make a writable. I don't remember what it's called, but there's an enchantment you can make that doesn't count against your tool. You don't have to use like a blade to do it, and we'll do it after we get our slime crystals. But and I'll show it off at that time. But I'm hoping that we can get writable of 3 out of this and get this up to reinforce 60%. Let's see. And now it shouldn't allow anymore. Yep, so we need 1 more modifier. What we're going to do is we're going to make a writable modifier for this, but it's going to be after we get back from the nether and we get our magma sapling going. So, but I am going to use that as my weapon instead of that axe, because this will be much better. It's pretty cool, so you can just throw and throw and throw. And that does hit your durability, but once we get it to unlimited durability, that won't be a problem, and it hits pretty hard. So that will be a good way to go. Then the other couple things that I wanted to do before we went is finish those other couple of saplings we talked about. So one of them is nickel amber, and here's the recipe for nickel amber. We just put together some sand, petrified bone, and cocoa beans, which we get these from jungle saplings and the rest of them from the other saplings. And we'll use that to make our first nickel sapling. So let's take a look at the nickel sapling. It's an iron sapling with molten nickel. We don't need this anymore. I'm going to move our faucet. And let me get an iron sapling out of our iron thing here. Get some iron saplings. Our nickel's almost melted. Let's take a look at copper as well. So our copper recipe is sitting right here. And it's petrified sand and clay, and we need red sand in the middle. And to get red sand, you take sand and you use blood to make blood in a cauldron to make red sand. And you get blood from melting netherrack amber in the melter, so it's not difficult to get. Actually, that's not working. Hang on. Let's take a look at red sand again. Uses red sand. All right, let's go back to copper. Because I know this takes red sand. Oh, you pour blood over it. Oh, okay. Let's do that then. That's all right. So we can just use our bucket to move it. That's okay. I read that wrong. And it seems like they alter these all up just a little bit. So that'll give us our nickel sapling. We'll make 1 more. That should be out of there. Let's take our bucket of blood, put it in there. And then we'll take our sand, which I have right here. Do I have to do... Oh, I bet I have to do it in here. Oh, okay. I'm going to have to get this iron out of here. Maybe just breaking it'll be enough. You could do that with the other ones. Hopefully this doesn't maintain its volume, because it makes cleaning it out easy if it's just a little bit. There we go. Take our sand, pour it in, making red sand. Pour it in, making red sand. We can actually make 4 with a bucket, because it's 250 millibuckets to make 1 piece of red sand. So that red sand gives us what we need to finish our copper. We've got our copper amber. Our melter. Oh, wow. That didn't take very much at all, did it? All right. Let me me see. Can I put it in there? No, I can't. So it said in the recipe that it takes 250 millibuckets. So I'm going to clean this out and come right back, and we'll do this. Okay, we're back. It's cleaned out, and we need a spruce sapling, which we don't have yet, but it's fairly simple to make spruce. You just have to take a cauldron and take a petrified sapling and wash that in water. So that's pretty simple. We're going to take this. We'll go ahead and drop a few items in here just to make a little space for us. That'll work. And then we'll wash these in water. We'll get a couple of them. 2 spruce saplings. We have copper in here. We'll take those, pour it. One more time. Get our 2 copper saplings. And I don't have a space set up for these yet, but I'll do the same. I'll probably set up 2 more chests. And I'll plant both the nickel and the copper sapling. And with our new weapon, I'm going to go get some more blaze powder, and then we'll be back, and we'll continue on the path towards emerald. Blaze rod? Yeah. Okay, now let's take a look at a few more recipes. The goal is we're trying to get to where we can turn this steel shuriken into Unbreakable, and we need 2 more writable modifiers for that, or writable 2, and we'll get that by combining it with this and using the 3 crystals and a gold block and the paper knife blade to add 2 more writable to it. So what we have to do that is we have to get our magma slime sapling going. And in order to do that, we need some pyrotheum. So we've got the recipe for pyrotheum right here after getting back from the nether. We'll make those, and we'll throw those into the melter. And that's taking quite a while, so we might have to wait a bit. I'm going to throw this one up here in the hopper just to let it go afterwards. And this should make a full bucket of pyrotheum, which we can then move into a cauldron. And in the meantime, we're going to also create our green slimy mud, and we're also going to create our blue slimy mud with a different congealed slime block. You actually have to make this from the blue slime that comes from the blue sapling, and take 4 of these slime balls into a crafting table, and that will make it where you can make the blue slimy mud. So if you get into one of our crafting tables, do 4 of these, you can get the congealed slime for this, and that makes our blue slimy mud. Then you take these and you can cook them to make the green slime crystals for Tinker's Construct, and we are going to use 2 of them. One of them for the emerald sapling, which you will see here. So we'll also get our emerald sapling. I will have to set that up somewhere as well, which I will get that going so we have emerald. We're also going to use emerald for our one of our next saplings in progression, so it's good to have that, plus we'll be able to generate emeralds. And let's see how our pyrotheum is doing. Only halfway, so we'll come back when the pyrotheum's done, and we'll get started on the magma sapling. Okie doke, we've got pyrotheum in our melter. It's a full bucket, so we can fill it up. We will take our pyrotheum and put it in our cauldron, and then we will take a single blue slime sapling, and we'll get a magma slime sapling. That's cool. I don't have enough blaze powder to make another one of these, so I'm going to put it here, let it grow, and we'll be back when we get enough of our orange slime or another one of these saplings to continue forward. The next thing we're going to be doing is working towards a quartz sapling, which requires a magma slime crystal, which actually requires slimy magma mud, which we need the orange slime balls from that sapling in order to do that. So we'll let that build up, and we'll be right back. Alright, we've gotten a few of the orange slimes, and we put everything in here to make our slimy magma mud. So I'll make 2 of those. We're going to cook both of those up in the furnace. We also have our other 2 slime crystals here to make our enchantment for our shuriken. So once one of these is done, we'll go ahead and do that. So we've got our 3 crystals, our gold block. We're going to go to our tool forge, take our shuriken. I don't know if it has to be fully healed up for this or not, so we're going to try it. Gold block, and yep, so what that does, if you put this in, it's going to take this modifier, and it's going to add it to this without actually replacing one of your blades, which is kind of nice, because then we have the damage from these, and we can actually probably swap those out for other ones, but we do get a writable 2, which means we get 2 more modifiers. So let's take that, and then we'll take our 2 reinforcement modifiers, take 1, and now we're unbreakable. So now this thing is unlimited ammo, which is kind of cool. We can just throw and throw and throw. And we never run out, so that's cool. That's really good for the nether. And now the other thing we're going to do is go ahead and throw our magma slime crystal in here, and we get our quartz sapling. Our quartz sapling is useful because we get quartz from it, but we also get our quartz resin, which we will use to make our glowstone sapling. But we need 1 more blaze powder for that. I'm 1 short. So once we get that, the glowstone sapling will give us a source of blaze powder. It's a 4% chance, but it does generate it, so that's very nice too. So once we get that, we'll have blaze powder coming in without having to go to the nether, but I will run to the nether off camera, and we'll get ready to make this sapling as well. Okay, we are back, and I am going to do a couple more saplings. I know we're over on time, but I want to go through over a couple more saplings that we need. So let's take a look here. We've got a glowstone sapling on the table. We've got quartz, redstone sapling, blaze powder, and mineral berries. And we will make 2 glowstone saplings that will give us the ability to make our blaze powder without having to go to the nether. And another thing we want to look at is the osmium amber. It uses quartz, iron, copper, and nickel. Now that we have all these resins, we can make osmium amber. And we'll make a small stack of those, and we're going to use it for automation of Mekanism, which is going to be used for a lot of machines going forward. I'm seeing it in a lot of recipes that are coming up. So we need this. I'm going to go ahead and put this into the melter and get it melting. And we're also going to need to get mineral saplings, which we have over here in this chest. So I will grab a few of these. And we'll also go and plant our glowstone saplings pretty quick to get them going, at least so we have those generating our blaze powder and other glowstone resources. And let's go over and take a look at creating our 2 osmium saplings out of our liquefied osmium over here. Like I said, we're going to be using this mainly to pursue machines for automation in the next episode. We'll probably start up by trying to pursue the last few saplings that we can, and then we may be getting into Twilight Forest, because we need a couple of the metals that are only available in Twilight Forest to start towards our ME system. So I think we're getting very close to being able to do ME with this being done, and we will pick up on our next episode trying to make our ME system at least get a start on it. So if you haven't already subscribed, we ask that you do that. It helps us know you're watching, and we'll see you next time.